Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The LPRT Tour Christmas Classic in Laurel, Maryland. We have a doubles matchup here. Quarterfinals. Number one seed Paola Longoria and Samantha Salas from Mexico against a young American team, number 9 seed Holly Scott and Lexi York. Just getting the game underway here. We've seen some great matchups so far. The match we just watched, Rivera and Prado taking the number 2 Argentina team to a tiebreaker. The home crowd definitely loved watching that match. And they have gathered again to see the number 1 defending champs. A replay called there. Skip there from Holly. Holly's been playing extremely well so far this season. Took down Rhonda Racich last week in Portland, Oregon in an exhibition match. She lost to Maria Jose Vargas in singles here in this tournament, but got a win in the first round of their doubles. Now taking on the number 1 team. Great finish there from Lexi York. Playing on the right side, the forehand side. Unfortunate skip there. We got our scoreboard up and running. 0 serving 2, the second server. Good rally building up here. Set up for Holly Scott, and she skips it. Samantha Salas struggled a little bit earlier today. We saw her lose in her singles match to Carla Munoz. What a great match that was. Lost in a tiebreaker. Good Z serve, but it'll set up Holly off the back wall. Samantha's not going to be able to get to that half out. 3 serving 0. Good serve there. Another point. Good pickup, set up for Holly Scott. Goes cross court, another pickup from Salas. Goes to the ceiling, set up for Scott, and she puts it down the line to get a side out. Maybe now they'll be able to get some points on the board here. Set up for York, just so smooth, composure, puts it down and splats it on the right-hand side for their first point. 1 serving 4. Another point, 2 serving 4. Wow, good cutoff there from Scott, scoring their 3rd points. That's 3 points in a row now, closing the gap to only 1 point. They're going to have to maintain composure if they want to go on a run here against the #1 team. And just like that, a great shot from Salas gets the half out. Side out now, 4 serving 3, I believe. Set up for Salas, but she skips it in. Holly Scott, Lexi York, a young team, a lot less experienced than the Mexican side, but they've been playing incredibly well together so far this season. Paola Longoria on that left-hand side. Trying to get a check on the score here for you guys. Oh, and a crack ace will add another point to the board for Team Mexico. Oh, that's unfortunate. Ref is going to call a replay, even though York got the ball down that right-hand side. So Longoria is going to get the serve back, 7 serving 3. Short serve. Ref is going to call a replay. Not sure about that one. I think York had an open down the line shot there that was taken away by Longoria. Tough call there. Think they're gonna. So what they're arguing about here is Holly Scott didn't have enough, or didn't feel as though she had enough room on that left-hand side to take an offensive shot, so she held up because she thought Longoria was in the way. Could have been called an avoidable there, in my opinion, but the ref calls it a replay. Longoria will get the serve. All right, so we got a side out here, 3 serving 7. A huge difference maker in this match is going to be the confidence level of the young American team. Almost got to that ball. You can see they're playing very well. They're playing up to the level of Longoria and Salas, but Longoria and Salas just showing their composure and experience, their ability to control that center court and put the ball away a little bit quicker. Good down the line shot there from Longoria. Skip there from York. I think she wanted to hold up, but then ended up not and skipped it into the front wall. Good serve, goes off the back wall. Good reach, but unfortunately won't be able to make it to the front wall on that. Another point, 9 serving 3, and a timeout. So we'll be right back in just 1 minute here on the LPRT. Welcome back to our quarterfinal doubles matchup. Number 1 team, Samantha Salas and Paola Longoria from Mexico, against the number 9 team, Lexi York and Holly Scott. Another good serve there from Salas, but she's going to have to go to the ceiling. Another setup for Longoria. She'll go cross court. So 3 setups there for Longoria. Goes cross court on each of them. Scott is not going to be able to get to that last one. A great shot into the corner there from Salas, getting another point here. 10 serving 3. Salas sticking with that Z serve has been extremely effective, but I think the ball hit her. It's going to be a half out. Great shot from Scott there. Just pushed it down that left-hand side. Good cross-court reverse pinch from Salas. We'll get the half out. The winner of this game will take on the winner of Kaylani and Cheryl against Jessica and Nancy, which is the game going on the court behind us right now. So the winner of that match will play the winner of this match in the semifinals. Great composure from York to kill that cross court. Let's see if they can build a little bit of momentum. Longoria so far today doing a great job controlling that left-hand side in this match. Holly looking to give her a little bit of trouble. Gonna get a replay on that point there. Still 4 serving 14. 3-wall serve. Almost hit Salas there. Great shot from Scott. Scores another point. 6 serving 14. Good serve, but even better return. Side out. Second game point opportunity. And that'll do it. First match in the books. The #1 Mexican team, Longoria and Salas, win 15-6 over Scott and York. Stay tuned for game 2.
I'm Holly Scott, I'm 20 years old, and I'm from Seattle, Washington. I've been playing racquetball for about 15 years. My dad started because I didn't like the daycare at the gym, so I was very bored and I needed to go play racquetball. It's my calling. I love the LPRT. I get to travel, meet new people, work on my Spanish, and it's just a great experience and everyone should experience it. Reaching your dream foundation is really important to me because it helps me travel, to get experience, to do better in racquetball and in life. They teach you to do things professionally, on and off the court. My goal is to be #1. Obviously, same with everybody. It's difficult, but with their help, I can work for it every single tournament and get better. Donations are greatly appreciated, no matter how big or small. It helps players like me reach our dream.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the quarterfinals of our doubles matchups. We have the number one Longoria and Salas from Mexico winning the first game over Holly Scott and Lexi York from the United States, 15-6. Going into the second game now, I am joined by Maria Renee Rodriguez, the official head referee of the LPRT. Maria, thanks for joining me.
Thank you, JP. I'm glad to be here commentating for this LPRT quarterfinal.
So, you are a very experienced professional racquetball player. Tell me, what's your favorite thing about being on tour with all the rest of the pros?
Well, my favorite thing is probably being able to compete and travel against these great athletes. It's an honor to also represent my country while I'm doing this, and to come to every tournament and see how I'm getting better every time. It's a really good experience.
That's awesome. Salas starting off game two with a skip. Good rally we have going. And a great shot from Lexi York. Reverse pinch into the left corner to score the first point of the match. 1-0. Team Mexico in the maroon shirts. The two young Americans are going to have a hard time coming back here, especially against a very experienced number one. Oh, unfortunate. Couldn't get that one back to the front wall. Another good rally. Set up for Lexi York, and she will kill it down the right-hand side.
Nice shot by York. That's what they need to do. They need to put the ball down as soon as possible and not get into a rally against Longoria and Salas, because that would make it harder for them in this match.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The longer these rallies go, the more of an advantage Team Mexico will have. Two bounce get called. Two serving 0, I believe. Gonna get an update on the score for you guys.
Michelle, what's the score? All right, will you call loud for us, please? Thank you.
All right, so we are having a change of referee. Maciel Rivera, who just played an incredible doubles match against Team Argentina, unfortunately lost in the tiebreaker. She's going to be the new referee for this match in game 2, 3 serving 0. Good grab up front. Salas with a huge setup. She's going to be able to put that one away. So Maria Renee, in your experience on tour, when you're going up against a number 1 or even a number 2 seed, you're down in the second game, what's going through your head as far as making the correct adjustments to put yourself to a tiebreaker?
I think, well, definitely just evaluate if I'm playing doubles, for example, with my partner, evaluate what we're missing and what we can improve on, and then trying to hit high percent shots and not give the other team um, gifts.
Yeah, the
So,
easy setups.
right.
Absolutely. With a team such as this one, the number one team, Longoria and Salas, it's so dangerous when they go on these large runs, scoring points rapidly. Holly Scott and Lexi York are going to have to use their timeouts and be smart about not letting them go on runs.
Right.
Closing in on the score, 2 serving 3 now.
Correct. Holly and Lexi should also use not only their timeouts, but also between rallies, putting the racket ups, slowing the game down. Just like you said, if Paul and Samantha get on a run, it's going to be really hard for them to come back. So trying to control the pace against this team is definitely a good strategy also.
Clean shot off the back wall from Scott. They will get the side out and maintain the 1-point lead. Half out, score remains 3 serving 2. Wow, great shot there from Longoria, putting it down in the right corner, sidewall, front wall, to tie the game at 3. Maria Renee, you had an opportunity to play the young American team, Scott and York. How far have they come since starting on tour?
Well, I had not played them before until this tournament, and I had not seen them on tour very much. But this season, I think they're playing more and more. So I think it's really good to see them here more often. I think this is going to help them a lot, especially because then internationally, when you're playing against these players like Paul and Samantha, for example, who are playing on the tour constantly, this experience is really useful. So they're a solid team. I think if they continue playing on tour more, they're gonna continue improving for sure.
I definitely agree. They've both come a very long way. Short serve here. Second serve coming up. Sky gonna put that one into the grounds. 5 serving 3 now. Get an update for you. Second serve called by the referee. A little bit of confusion. Scott down that left side. Longoria is able to get to it. Salas very comfortable with those setups, dropping right into her wheelhouse. So here we have Salas and Longoria starting to go on a bit of a run. The most successful women's doubles team currently.
Yes, Salas and Longoria I think they have probably every title out there: World Championships, Pan American Championships, U.S. Open titles. Pan Am Games, they have definitely been in many situations where they've been really successful for a number of years, and they're probably one of the best teams in the history of racquetball, of women's racquetball.
Yeah, and you and your partner Gabriela Martinez actually got to face them in the 2019 Pan American Games. Can you tell us a little bit about that experience?
Yes, that was actually the first medal for Guatemala in the Pan American Games in the history of Guatemalan racquetball. So that was a really good result for us. And playing Samantha and Paola in the final was also really exciting. We lost in a tiebreaker. And again, they're one of the best teams. They're really experienced, and they managed to find a way to get back in the game and eventually win. But we were right there. So it was a good experience for our first medal at this event, and it's always good to represent our countries as best as we can.
That's an awesome experience. Speaking of close matchups, the number 9 seed closing the gap, but gets the side out. Now 6 serving 5. They're down in game 2. I mean, you faced this powerhouse. What is it like going up against a team with such a high caliber, such as, this team right here, considerably one of the best teams in women's doubles?
Well, when we play against them, we try really not to think about that. We try to just play as it's any other team, and just go in there with confidence that we can do it, and that we're gonna do our best to achieve that goal. So that's the attitude you gotta have against these two players, because they're a really good team. But if you put pressure on them, you have a better chance.
Yeah, which we saw with you guys putting them into a tiebreaker of the Pan American Games. Two bounces called. I believe that'll be another point for the Mexican side. 8 serving 5. A skip shot. 9th point of the match, scored by Team Mexico, only 6 points away from winning the match now. Salas sticking with the Z serve. Scott's not going to be able to chase that one down, and 1 point closer to the match. Scott and York are going to take a timeout here. We're going to stay right here. Maria Renee joining me on the stream. Tell us so you are the head official referee of the LPRT. Does that job ever get stressful?
Yes, it's usually stressful. The nature of refereeing, I believe, is a stressful one. It's I'm trying to do my best job when I'm there, and there's gonna be a lot of close calls, a lot of balls that might look as a skip to 50% of the people watching, and like a good shot to the other 50%. So um, I try to stay focused and do my best.
That's awesome. It's got to be such a tough job. Do you do anything to prepare to go into tournaments? Like, do you watch um, the live streams from past tournaments or go over rule books, when they're updated and stuff like that when you go into big tournaments such as Tier 1s or Grand Slams?
Yes, so actually the LPRT recently changed from the LPRT rules. We used to play 3 out of 5 games to 11 points, and now we recently changed to IRF rules. So that has been a change, and I try to read the rule books to refresh my memory, because the rules are different now. It's 2 games to 15, tiebreaker to 11, and there's new things that we didn't have before, like court handers. We didn't have court handers on the previous format. Now we do have court handers, and it's just good to refresh my memory that way. And also, I do go back and watch the matches I've refed.
That is awesome. So, pretty likely to say there's very few people who know the rules any better, as it should be with the head referee. And we're back in game two. Longoria and Salas continue to dominate the court, 12 serving 5, only 3 points away from taking the match. Sticking with the Z serve. It's been very effective for Salas on the right side.
Yeah, Samantha's C serve is a really hard serve. She's a very, very good player on the right side.
Yeah. An incredible thing about the serve is she can put it farther back against the wall, or she can cut it short if she needs to, and she can even wrap it around the back, which keeps the receiving player on their toes. And Longoria buries it. Oh, she skipped it into the corner. So the score remains 13 serving 5. And we're going to have our first match point opportunity for number 1 Team Mexico. Wow, what a way to finish a match. So smooth, so calm and collected. Longoria just pushes it into the right corner. They're going to take this match 15-6, 15-5. They will win. They will win and advance to semis. Well, they will face the winner of Kehlani Lawrence Charlotte against Nancy Enriquez and Jessica Perea. Any closing thoughts for us on this match, Maria Renee?
Well, I just hope you are enjoying this matches on the LPRT Live. Please share the posts and keep up with the LPRT this weekend. We have more matches coming up tomorrow and on Sunday, so you can look up the schedule online. We'll have a lot of matches for you this week, so stay tuned.
Yeah, like she said, we'll have a lot of different matches coming up for you tomorrow. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. We'll have singles and we'll have doubles at this tournament. Thanks for watching the LPRT Live.